Imagine a country where the landscape is dotted with over 170,000 concrete bunkers. That's Albania for you. These structures, built during the regime of Enver Hoxha, were not just random constructions. They were a manifestation of paranoia and a desperate desire for security. Hoxha, who ruled from the end of World War II until his death in 1985, was convinced that Albania was under constant threat from both internal and external enemies. The Cold War was in full swing, and Hoxha's vision was to create a fortress out of Albania. He believed that the world was a dangerous place, filled with spies and saboteurs. So, he ordered the construction of these bunkers as a means of defense against potential invasions. They were designed to withstand bombings and serve as shelters for the population in case of war. But here's the kicker. These bunkers were not just military installations. They were built for the average citizen too. Hoxha wanted to ensure that every Albanian had a place to hide, a place to feel safe, even if that meant spending billions of dollars on a project that would ultimately drain the country's resources. The irony? Most of these bunkers were never used for their intended purpose. Instead, they became a symbol of a regime that thrived on fear and isolation. Fast forward to today, and Albania is one of the poorest countries in Europe. The money spent on these bunkers could have been invested in infrastructure, education, or healthcare. Instead, the bunkers stand as a stark reminder of a time when paranoia ruled the day. Many of them now lie abandoned, crumbling, and overgrown, serving as a haunting testament to a bygone era. Some locals have found creative uses for these structures. They've been transformed into homes, art studios, and even tourist attractions. It's fascinating how something built out of fear can now be repurposed into something that brings people together. The story of Albania's bunkers is not just about concrete and steel. It's about the human experience. It reflects the lengths to which a leader will go to protect a nation, even at the cost of its prosperity. It's a lesson in the consequences of fear-driven policies and the resilience of a people who have learned to adapt and overcome. So, the next time you hear about Albania, think of those bunkers, not just as relics of a troubled past, but as symbols of survival, creativity, and the enduring spirit of a nation that has faced adversity and emerged with a unique story to tell.